Hi guys, and happy Sunday. It is May 30th and I cannot believe where May has gone. It's just flown by. I want you all to have a safe Memorial Day weekend if you're traveling or spending with family. I wanted to do a quick video for this card. Sorry, I'm thinking 3 steps ahead. You know me. I want to do a quick video using this stamp set. Now, of course, I love a vertical greeting. Always have, always will. So, and of course, there's a dragonfly in there. What could be more perfect? Well, if there was a snowman in there. But anyway, I digress. We're in spring, we're not in winter. So, this Celebrate with Flowers is a standalone stamp set, and I think it has some great opportunities to be used out there. I'm going to show you the card I made this morning, just a simple card. It's not going to be, anything earth-shattering, but it is going to be showing you how to use this set and just a few of the new products. Let me get the ribbon off. Oh, you know what? I don't think I finished the inside of this, so we'll do that in a little bit. But just a quick and easy birthday card to make for easy mailing. It's not a thick card, so it's going to mail really easily. Okay, so let me go ahead and put my protection sheet. I've rearranged my room again. That's why I didn't not rearranged, redid my room again yesterday. That's why I didn't do a video yesterday. So I took away that old long banquet like card table I have. My daughter got a new bed for her room, and so she had my drafting table from back in the days when I was in interior design, and so she didn't need any more in her room, so I took it. So this is my new, so hopefully it'll still move when we do the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but hopefully not as much. But it is a hard surface, so I have to remember to use my piercing mat when I'm using stamps, just in case. Okay, so the base of this card is Daffodil Delight, and of course that's 4 1/4 by 11. And then we have an actual full size that we're going to trim down for the inside. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then we have in the Granny Apple Green 2 strips. These are, I think, 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. So 2 of the Granny Apple Green, 2 of the Coastal Cabana, and 2 of the Polished Pink. Yes, I know you thought I was going to use Flirty Flamingo, but I'm going to use Polished Pink. All right, and I'm just want to make sure because of the new setup, I need to see where my finger. All right, so I can't go much below this. All right, I want to keep you in shot since I'm sitting down for some of this. Okay, so those are the bases of the cards, and we're going to do something now that only happens once every 5 years or so. A brand new Versamark pad. Here's my old one, and I have a re-inker, and it still is working okay, but you know, this is foam based, and you re-ink it and ink it and re-ink it and ink it. It's kind of like a good pair of jeans. Eventually it just doesn't seem to hold the color as well. So, oh my gosh, you guys are witnessing this because I don't do these very often. Look at this. Oh, look, and I trimmed down a stamp, so there's a little bit of rubber left. Oh, look at that. Wait. Are you ready for it, people? Look, brand new. Now, sometimes, depending on how long they've been at Stampin' Up, you might have to re-ink it again the first time just because it settles a little and, you know, as it ships and all that. I see a little coloration there, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so let me bring out my piercing mat. As long as I have it there, you should be in shot. I have my Versamark, and then these are the stamps we're going to use for the outside edges. Now, I would stamp these first because you know that Versamark is takes a little longer to dry if you don't heat set it. So we're going to do these first. Let me put out. There we go. All right, let's see. gosh, the lid is even tight. All right, so let's see how these look. I'm going to do, oh my gosh, it even smushes, squishes. It makes a nice little sound. Look at that. Oh my God, how beautiful. All right, so I'm going to leave that over here to dry. I'm going to try to get this one a little more off, and this one like this. Oh my gosh, so pretty. I didn't realize how dry. I mean, look at that, guys. That was my old one, and even though I had re-inked it about a week ago, look at that. So just goes to say, every once in a while, it's not bad to pull out a new pad. And the re-inkers, like I said, this pad, I probably had this one, I would say, ew, I even labeled it. This has got to be at least 10 years I've had this, because I stopped labeling all of my stamp pads a long time ago. So this has got to be at least 10 years worth of using and re-inking. Okay. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Oh, and look at that. I forgot to turn it so they all seem like they're in line together. Okay, so there's the blue. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous, guys. And this set, you know, this didn't get on my first round buy when the new catalog came out. And it wasn't offered to us as a pre-order. So this actually was a second run one for me. Only because it was emotional. I mean, I of course, anything that has a dragonfly in it, I gravitate towards. So I had to say, now will I really use this as much as I think I will? And let me tell you, I'm going to. Okay, so let me set these off to the side for a bit so those can just dry naturally. It doesn't take long. And oh my gosh, I just can't believe how beautiful that shows up on that green. All right, so then this is your 4 1/4 by 11. So what we're going to do is we are going to score this. Let me bring my cutter in, push that cutting blade down. We are going to score this at, so halfway would be 5 1/2, but it's a gatefold. So instead of 5 1/2, we are going to go 2 3/4. But then we're going to trim it down a little bit after that. So let me show you what I mean. So here's 2 3/4 and 2 3/4. And if I make any mistakes, I will just do it again because I can't reopen the Versamark. So you're stuck with this video. All right, 2 3/4, 2 3/4. So see how that meets right in the middle. But we want that happy birthday to show through. So then what I'm going to do is, now with the cutting side, I'm going to take, I'm going 1 notch above the 4th. So what would that be? Would that be 3/8? I think that'd be 3/8. I don't know. I'm going 1 line past that 4th. I'm going to do it on both sides. So there's your 4th mark. There's the 1 line below it. I should know what that measurement is. I just eyeball things. And like my daughter says, math is hard. So that means fractions are even harder. So see, that leaves a good inside right there. So then we're going to bring in this piece. Now remember, this is the same size. So you're going to see that we're going to trim it down. I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. And you can do it whichever way you want. This is just the easiest way for me to do it. I'm going to take out that happy birthday saying. And I have trimmed it down, just so you know. I'm going to make sure that I cleaned it off. I'm pretty sure I did, but you know me, I don't clean things off well. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go like this to kind of figure out where that middle point is. And we're going to go like this because we know that side is in there. We're going to make sure that that's kind of okay in the middle. And then we're going to bring this down to pick it up. All right. Now, you're going to stamp that way. You're not going to trim it down yet. You're going to stamp that way. And just because my polished pink is still in my bag from the open house I had last week, I'm going to use Magenta Madness for the inside saying. All right. And I like bringing it up like that. It seems like I get less edges that way. When I push it down, it seems like I put too heavy of a hand on it. And I have trimmed this down with my old scissors. This is the one thing, guys, and you'll see these later when I'm cutting the ribbon. Stampin' Up! has many scissors throughout the years. You can tell, again, here's the label, so that was quite a few years ago, but I still use them to trim down stamps. And these scissors, this came from a leadership thing, but I don't remember how many years ago, but they were an investment, but these are the best pair of scissors ever for ribbon. And all I use them for is ribbon. And there is a little bit of adhesive on this, so I must have had some adhesive on the ribbon at one time. But unless my kids steal these, and if my kid steals these, they get in trouble. Deidre used to always try to take this for her art classes, and I'm like, no. So these are back in the day. If you can find these out on a secondhand site, but I don't think many demonstrators would get rid of their scissors. These are the best. And I wish Stampin' Up! Would bring them back. Haha. But, yeah. So, now that I've talked a lot, hopefully our ink is still wet. And if not, guess what? It's in the Stamparatus. We can do it again. So that looks pretty good. All right. I digress. Sorry, folks. It's just one of those fun things. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off on all sides, which means it's going to be a 1/2 inch smaller. And I'm going to show you why I'm doing that here in a second. I think, yeah, I'm going to move this just slightly below that 1/4 because that Y is really close. Okay. And now let me bring my piercing mat back in, because you know what I forgot to do last time? I forgot to do the dragonfly. Heaven forbid. How do I forget a dragonfly? That, in my opinion, is just un-American. So I think what I'm going to do on the inside here is I'm going to do a couple dragonflies over here. And then I'm going to do, I haven't used this one yet. I'm going to use this lovely leaf that way. So this way you're going to have room here to write if need be. But yeah, I think I want to do it that way. So let me go. I'm going to use, I think I'll stick with the Granny Apple Green, but these I'm going to do in the Fresh Freesia to match up with that ribbon. Okay, so let me go over here for a second. Let's see. Granny Apple Green. All right. And hopefully I have the right blocks out. Nope. Gotta get it out. See, this is what happens when I go on the fly for some of these things. It makes my videos longer, but as long as you guys don't mind. All right, so let's see. Yep, that'll look good. So let me go ahead and put that down. I haven't trimmed this one down, so hopefully I don't get any edges. So I'm going to have to trim that one down a little bit. So what then I will do on this is I will bring the stamp pad to the stamp, so hopefully I don't catch a lot of those edges. Because it seems like when you push down on things, you're more likely to get edges. When you take the stamp pad direct to this, I just seem to get a better result. So hopefully I don't have any edges. It doesn't look like it. I am having trouble closing those today. And I'm going to stamp a little bit off. There. Oh, how pretty. All right, I have a lot of stamps to clean now. And then go back to, here, I'll take the flower off of this for now. Put on my dragonfly. Get the fresh freesia. Again, I want to go really light on this because I haven't trimmed this one down. I'm going to press really light because I do have a little bit of ink. And I don't want to get that on my card and have an edge. Oh my gosh, how pretty. All right. Let me move some of this out of the way. So now let's grab that. And you know what? Just because everything's all pretty, I'm going to take, even though a lot of these colors aren't in, this is the Pattern Party, which is a hostess reward. So you can use your hostess dollars to get this. And it is huge. It is 48 sheets of 12 by 12. So good use for your host dollars. And I know I've shown these to you before. Here's the little strips because I was making, I made gifts for my people who were here for the open house, and they got samples of all the hostess paper. So remember, you have all those food colors. Now, all my colors are not, you know, the same as here. Like I use the granny apple green. I think they didn't use granny apple green. Here, let me grab my DSP. This is my DSP papers. Let's see. Pattern Party. Yeah, so see, they did do the granny apple green. But see, I used Coastal Cabana instead of Pool Party. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. I used the Coastal Cabana instead of the Pool Party. And I used the polished pink instead of the Flirty Flamingo. So it's not an exact match, these. But here you can see there's those and that. So I think I'm going to pull out this one and we're going to layer it behind that white piece. Let me put my DSP sampler away. So let's go ahead and grab out that piece. All right. So here's that 12 by 12. We're going to do that as 4 by 5 1/4. All right. And I know a lot of you would say, but you're going to lose a lot of that. Why are you covering so much up? But you know what I always do right before I put it underneath there? I will take this because remember this goes in enough that you won't see. So as long as you're not right up to the edge, and I'll usually do one. I'll do 2 of those just so I have them. And I'll put that in my scrap pile. Let me put that up there. And now I can layer. And I'm still covering it up, but now I have a couple extra pieces to use for the future. Okay, so let me get some of this out of the way. Get out my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to put right up to the edges. You want to, then one in the middle. I'm going to have to be careful though. I'm not sure if that's going to stick to the bottom paper or not. Hold like so, hover above, then push down. And now it can go again. I forget, they tell you not to do a check mark, but I have more luck if I do the little, like off to the side, that I don't have to forward it through as much anymore then. All right, so let's go again, hover until you get the border you like, and then put it down. Look at that, how pretty. All right, so now over here, I have my gorgeous, gorgeous pieces of Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, and Polished Pink. Oh my gosh, a new Versamark pad just makes my day. Look at that, look how vibrant that is. And I mean, you get kind of the same effect if you did the tone on tone with the matching stamp pad. But if the Versamark's out there and you have it, why not? Why not use it? It's like getting 48 colors in one. Sorry, we used to have 48 colors. 40 colors plus your 10 in colors, so 50 colors in one stamp pad. All right, so now we're going to go. Oh my gosh, I have to hurry up. Husband's coming in, means dog's coming in, which means barking may begin. Or he's going to come in here, because I went to Myers this morning. He'll come in here and ask if he's allowed to give the dog one of the treats that I bought. Oh, we're at the end of that. Okay. So you know what? Just because I'm in my last little moment here, I usually don't use the Stampin' Seal Plus on cardstock, but I'm going to on this. Just because I just ran out and I don't want to take time to refill. All right, so there's that. This is the Fresh Freesia Open Weave Ribbon. I like to do, I'll wrap it around like this for my length. And then here. It usually gives me a little extra, but it doesn't really matter. Oh my gosh, love those scissors. If they ever bring them back, people, get them. Seriously. They are the best scissors ever for cutting ribbon. All right, so I have that halfway. I'm just going to do a little half bow. I'm sorry, half knot, square knot. Not mad that it's that long. Gonna go ahead and do it on an angle. And last but not least, these are my new go-tos. Love them. Even though the Genial Gems are, I think they're Pale Papaya and Soft Succulent. They say somewhere. I think in the catalog they say. But whenever I'm like a few dollars away from the next level or whatever, I will go ahead and order another pack of these because I just absolutely love them. And there you go, guys. Beautiful. I think I'm going to make a bunch of these. I'm just, now with that new Versamark pad, oh my gosh. Yes, I think I'm going to make a bunch of these today. So thanks so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And above all else, please have a safe and healthy Memorial Day weekend. Thanks guys for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.